So I'm not ashamed to say that for the last few months, I've been in a storm. I have a dad who was recently diagnosed with ALS. I help take care of my mom. I have 2 kids. I just been kind of stretched and pulled, just all over the place. But in the midst of my storm, I was reminded of how good God is and the fact that He just never left me. And I thought back to another time when I was going through a lot. I had lost my job. I had a young daughter, and I really just did not know what I was going to do. Um, and not to mention, the job that I lost, I really loved that job, but it was just time for me to go. And I was not being obedient to God, and I was staying in the situation, and He forced me to get out of it. So I was fired from that job. It was so embarrassing because I had formed a lot of relationships with a lot of people there, and it was just a place that I really enjoyed. But fast forward, I lost my job. I'm home. Is rent is due. I was getting food stamps at the time, so I was able to feed my daughter and myself. But I did not know how I was going to pay my rent. So I just prayed, and I just told God how much I needed Him, and I didn't stress about it. I went to sleep, and I was woken up by a text that it was really late, maybe about almost midnight. I got a text, and back then I had a little side hustle. I would braid hair for little kids, little girls. And so one of the girls' grandmother called me. She's like, hey, well, she texted me. I'm sorry. She texted me. She said, I know it's last minute and I know it's late and I'm sorry, but can you braid my baby hair tomorrow, my grandbaby hair tomorrow? If you go pick up the hair and everything, I'll look out for you. So I'm like, yeah, sure. So next day comes, I'm doing the little girl's hair. Her grandmother just drops her off because she's the same age as my daughter. So they will kind of talk and play a little bit while she's there. So the grandmother leaves to go run some errands. She comes back and she calls me to the car and she's like, hey, I have something for you. She said, God placed it on my heart to give this to you. I know that you lost your job. And I just want to give you something. She said, don't open it now. Just wait till you get in the house. So I'm like, okay, cool. So walk in the house, I open the envelope, and there's $1,000 in the envelope. Now that's not a lot of money, but back then that was a lot of money. The money with $1,000, I was able to pay my rent. I paid my utilities. I was able to take my daughter out that weekend to, just play and get that energy out. I was so grateful. And it was just like, God never left me. Never. He met me right in but yeah, God met me right in the midst of my storm. And he hasn't left me during this time either. What I do know is, as a caregiver, you have to prioritize yourself, because if you don't have it, you can't give it. So lately I have been prioritizing me, pouring into me so that I can give back to the people that I love and care about. And I just thank God for meeting me in the midst and in the middle and being there every step of the way. And I don't know. I just felt like somebody needed to hear that. If you're in the midst of a storm, just hold on, pray, keep the faith. God's got you.